Cody and KO and
The tag match.
oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't know about the tag match?
Who is it?
DIY versus
Oh yeah, electric machine guns. Yeah. Okay,
Don't show you.
that's
Hey.
that's all we get.
Yeah, that's what we got, man.
That's what we got, man. That's all right. Hey, it's the Rumble. I'm pumped regardless.
All right, let me go
I mean,
ahead.
I think those four put on a good match. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah. I mean, to me, you could have just made it a one fall match and put somebody else. But you got to have people for the Rumble. So
I think they had to make up the time. They need something to fill some time,
yeah.
That's probably more so what that was about. Ah, shit.
So you're recording it live, but are we streaming it live? Like, will some people be able to tune in and watch?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So hey, for anybody who might be watching, what's up? We're here
We are here.
talking about this Rumble, this Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble weekend.
My favorite event. Even I look forward to this more than I do Mania. It's my favorite event.
Yeah, we were fortunate to attend one down
Yeah,
in Phoenix.
sure was. Thought about attending this one, but man, these tickets they are up there.
Yeah, up there is
I
an
thought
understatement.
maybe as we're getting closer, I thought they might go down, and they are, but not to like a level where I think it's still worth going. And at this
Right.
point, I mean, it's too late in the
Yeah. I mean, technically, I could work some magic and drive down, drive back, but I'm not doing all that. Too much going on.
Yeah, and I'm further away than you are, so definitely I'm just going to settle for watching it at home, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
In a lot of ways,
Well,
it's better at home. The live
yeah,
event is fun, but
it
you get
is.
the commentary. Yeah, in a lot of ways, it's better watching it on TV.
Yeah, my buddy, he was one that kind of talked me out of it. Not talked me out of it, but he was kind of like, I was showing him prices and stuff, but he thought about it too. He was like, man, your best seat is gonna be on the couch.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, why pay $200 to sit at the top of the stadium watching a big screen when you can just be sitting in your living room watching a big screen?
Right. Yeah, but there is something to be said about being there.
That is
But
true.
you gotta have some kind of balance. Like we can say we've been to one, you know.
See, that's my thing. I've watched a lot of wrestling. I've seen everything. I've seen everybody. Now, I would pay to see an Elimination Chamber because I haven't seen that. But
Yeah.
we've seen Money in the Bank matches. We've seen Hell in the Cell matches. I've been to two Manias. You've been to one. I've been to a SummerSlam. I've been to all the
Survivor
big
Series.
Survivor Series. Hell in the Cell. Came to
Yeah.
Chicago, saw that one.
Yep.
Countless numbers of Raws and SmackDowns. And I've seen, outside of Goldberg, I have seen every other big name wrestler in the business.
Yeah.
And I may have
Uh,
seen Goldberg. I went to a WCW show years ago. I can't remember if he is on the show or not.
I never
I
got to
think
see
I'd
The Rock or
remember if he
Stone Cold.
was. Yeah. What now?
I never got to see The Rock and Stone Cold live.
Oh, okay.
So,
You're a lot younger than I saw them. Oh man, multiple times, both of
I
them.
mean, I was watching when they were on. I just never went.
Okay. Yep.
So it is what it is.
Yep.
All right. We are talking about this year's Royal Rumble. Now, we did a retro show. It was Royal Rumble. It was you, me, and Book. We did a Royal Rumble. I can't remember which one it was, but it was the one I think with the one with the poster with Stone Cold and the barbed wire on his head. I don't know, but
Yeah, I can't
make
recall
sure
it.
y'all go back and go through the archives. It's up there. Um,
Yeah, check us out if you haven't. Check us out.
um, sorry, my son is in the background. Y'all can hear him. Um, so we here to talk Royal Rumble 2025. Give us some predictions. It's gonna be pretty quick because it's only 4 matches to talk about here. Um, Before we go there though, I do want to mention something that news came out today. It's kind of long time coming. Um, Kind of interesting that he's the headliner. That's why they chose this year. Maybe it makes sense. But it was bound to happen eventually. That the game himself, Triple H, will be inducted on his own into the Hall of Fame. Question is, before I go close this door, I'm gonna let you answer. Who will be the lucky individual to induct him? You got Flair, you got Randy Orton, you got Shawn, you got Stephanie. I mean, you got any number of people options. Who do you think?
I'll go with Shawn Michaels. The easy choice would be Stephanie, but really, I think Shawn would be the more appropriate choice. These guys are road dogs, no pun intended. I mean, they were in DX together. They're close friends. They've worked closely as producers. So yeah, I think it's going to be Shawn.
Yeah, I could, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Flair. Stephanie will probably do the intro and introduce whoever's inducting him. And then, yeah, Shawn makes obviously the most sense. They both work together.
Yeah.
Shawn runs
Triple H.
NXT.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. But Triple H inducted Flair at 24 when you and I were there to see that
Yep.
induction in person and that card. But I don't know, man. Flair can get kind of long-winded, and I think Shawn's going to be the choice.
Flair be up there crying and shit. You ain't even going in. Got
Right,
it.
right, yeah. And like I said, man, I mean, we were there for his speech, man. That speech, we had to leave.
Yeah. No, we've been
We had a bunch
stranded.
of guests. Yeah, we couldn't finish, man. He spoke for damn near an hour, but we couldn't finish it. So yeah, no, it'll be Shawn, I think.
All right. All right. Yeah. I can't think of anybody else that they would put in. There've been so many wrestlers. I know there's still some people that haven't gone in yet. Um, but the only ones I can think of are like the bigger names that could headline by themselves, like a Batista. He would headline his own
Yeah. So
eventually.
if they, if Triple H is the headliner, I mean, man, they always get a lady in. They usually get a wrestler of color in. Um, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Can't think of any women that haven't gone in that deserve to go in, should I say? Because there's a
Oh
few
man,
in there.
there's a
I'm
lot of
like,
ladies that to me
mm,
didn't deserve to go in that are in, so that
yeah.
really doesn't matter. And that's
And,
what good on the ladies. They've done a lot better by the ladies.
and,
So
and to be fair, there's some guys in there that don't belong either, if you ask me.
yeah, absolutely true, definitely true. So yeah, definitely not picking on the ladies. It'll
No,
be
not at
interesting to
all.
see who else goes in.
That was a few times I was like, him? Okay. All right. So, getting back to the show here, we were kind of talking about it a little bit before we started. But the first match, I would assume well, it probably won't be the first match actually. But the first match we're going to talk about is the DIY going against what are they, Motor City Machine Guns, 2 out of 3 falls, the tag team championships over there on Smack It Down. Um, I probably like you said, probably be a really good match on in the ring and outside of the ring and I'm glad for Ciampa and Gargano to get some shine and get their own match on a big time pay-per-view that's well earned, well deserved, and they are the champs. And I think they'll remain the champs. I really don't see a reason to take it off of them. They just got them, to being honest. And they kind of hot potato these titles for a while. They went from them to the Bloodline to the Motor City Machine Guns to them again. So let's let them have the titles for a while. Let's establish the champions in the tag championships. And can we please get the brothers back involved? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
We're talking about Street Profits.
Yes.
Man, but they need a reboot. They got to do something different with them. That shtick has been going on for so long, and they've had their run. I don't know, man.
Or like I've been saying, let Montez free. Free Montez.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I could see Montez having a solo career. I think it's funny. You and the Inside Man were talking about it, and I agreed with him that I think his promos are a bit much. I think he can tone down he gets very animated and kind of loud. I think he can tone that down. But obviously, his in-ring work, the brother's is exciting to watch, and he has charisma. But I would just kind of rein it in a little bit. But I don't know where that leaves Dawkins. But anyway,
What's up, Mystic? Mystic Unigon in the chat.
well, hey, Mystic, how you been?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on? Thank you for joining.
Talking the
If
other
you're a
day
wrestling
about
fan,
pop figures.
yeah, you can put your predictions in the chat or who your favorite wrestler is if you have one. We'd love to hear that.
All right. And talking from Mystic, we're gonna go right into the probably the least built, worst built Royal Rumble match in history.
Well, hold on. Okay, yeah, I I don't know if I made my prediction, but I agree with you.
Oh, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
it's all right. I agree with you. DIY. I think it'll go all three falls. And it'll be a fun match to watch. I'm not really invested. I like both of these teams are okay. They're great in ring, but just not a big fan of either. I enjoy DIY when they're in NXT more than I do on the main roster.
Yeah, agreed. Not the same. Um, so now we can talk about what I feel is like I won't say the worst, but like it's gonna be the worst match. It's just the build to it just has not been there. It's like they barely even have mentioned the fact that there is a women's World Rumble outside of Nia Jax coming out screaming, "I'm gonna be in the Royal Rumble." Um, so I do think you got interesting things going on. Obviously, they didn't even let us uh guess or predict Charlotte's coming back in the Rumble, so you got her in there.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet Becky Lynch is going to be in there. I'm going to go ahead and say now that Jade Cargill is going to come back in there. Um, one of your top moments from last year, I think now she just signed. Obviously, you got to have Jordan Grace in there. Obviously, we know about Nia and Liv and the main players. Obviously, Raquel will be in there, and uh, you know, EO and hopefully Oscar.
Oh, please.
Hopefully
Well,
Oscar comes back.
yeah, I know the build to this match hasn't been good, but I'm hoping that's because I actually don't like it when they build it up too much. I wish they hadn't announced Charlotte coming into the match. I wish I would have just liked the pop of just hearing her music and seeing her come down. Uh, I'm hoping it's because maybe we're going to get some surprises and they don't want to give too much away. I'm hoping that's the reason.
Yeah, I think like Jade would be a surprise. They probably have some other ones, no doubt. Um, I'm sure Tiffy will be in there. She's got to be in there. Well, no, she's a champion, so she probably
Yeah,
wouldn't. I
yeah,
forgot.
she's already no
No,
need for her to
so
be in. She's somebody who might challenge for her belt. Whoever
yeah.
wins,
Well, you'll probably have Naomi and Bianca and
you're
gotta
gonna
have
have
those two there. Jay's in there.
yeah, you're gonna have all of the usual suspects, the ones we see on a regular basis. They'll be in there. The only question is who will be the surprises.
I think the winner of this. Hmm. I'm gonna go. Hmm. It's tough actually, even though just because I think the main players will be back, like I said, Becky and Charlotte. But then I also think about Bianca. I also think about Nia, even who hasn't won the Rumble yet. And then you can't rule out Liv with the year she had last year. But I think I'm gonna keep it simple this year. I think I'm just gonna go with Charlotte. I think she's gonna. I can see her and Tiffy put on a fantastic match at Mania. So I'll go Charlotte.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'd be happy if Charlotte won it. Like I said, a match between her and Tiffy would be epic. We already know her and Rhea, they can go. We've seen matches between them. They were both pretty good. I'm going to go with Bianca. I would love to see Bianca win and challenge Rhea. I mean, if she challenged Tiffy, that'd be an okay match. But man, Bianca versus Rhea, I would love that one. So
I'm actually hearing that that might be the direction they go. I
man,
don't know if it'll be for the Rumble or Elimination Chamber, but early rumblings that that's the direction.
okay, that's going to be my pick.
So
Bianca Belair.
that's a good pick. Mystic says, not a sports fan really, but I always kind of like The Undertaker and his entrance music. A friend of mine at work met him and said he was one of the nicest ones.
I've heard that about Taker too. And Mystic, I don't know if you can see this. It's a I'm an Undertaker fan too. This is a bottle of Undertaker wine, a very rare commodity. But yeah, I'm a fan too. So good. You have good taste in wrestlers.
All right. A ladder match that has had probably one of the best builds to a match in a long time, one-on-one for a championship. Cody Rhodes defending against Kevin Owens. Now they're putting both of these belts up there, the Winged Eagle and the current. Leave that current one up there. Don't even bother bringing that shit down because I'm so tired looking at these titles with the big W on them. It's so just lazy to me. It doesn't even look like a real championship. But there's this one. Normally, I would say like, there's no way. Oh, Cody's gonna win. Cody's gonna win. You know, it's too close to Mania. Da, 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 da. But the way they built this matchup, man, it's really tough to call. Um, I'm kind of where you were the first time Cody went against Roman, where we were like 90%. I think you said you were like 90% sure. Like I think Cody's gonna win. Like, but I'm not 100%. That's kind of where I'm at now. Like I'm 90% sure Cody's gonna win. So I'm still gonna pick him. I am gonna cheat and say there's that 10% that there's a chance Kevin Owens could win this and they could figure something out between now and Mania. It's not Mania's not till mid-April. So this is a while. They can figure something out.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
I don't rule out KO winning this title again because especially with all the shit going on with Sami Zayn. And I said this in the chat, man. Shout out to Sami Zayn for the timing on his Luva kicks. I mean, those kicks, man, if he's a second too early or too late, it looks bad. But he is right on time. So I will go Cody, but I ain't 100%.
Yeah, I'll go with Cody too. Um, I'm closer to 100% than you are. I just think, and like you said, there's a lot they could do. We're 3 months away from Mania, so even if he lost Saturday, I mean, yeah, he could get the title back by then, and that would give him something to do because we still have Elimination Chamber. So if Cody lost, obviously they run it back at Elimination Chamber, and Cody could. I actually think that might be a good way to go. But I'm still going to just say they want to keep it on Cody. They want to keep him looking strong all the way to Mania.
Well,
So
especially
yeah.
with Elimination Chamber being in Canada. So that's
Oh
the other reason I'm kind of like that 10%. Like, I don't know.
man, I never thought of that. Yeah, I'm still going to go Cody, and I still feel more than 90% sure about it, but not 100%.
Okay.
I'm at like 96, 97.
Well, Mystic, well, your boyfriend anyway. I guess he's my favorite now because she said, my boyfriend likes Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Well, Mystic, you just know what to say. I mean, you got one of my favorites, and your boyfriend has one of Big E's favorite. You just,
Saying
yeah,
all the right things.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, this is really tough here. The main event, got to be the main event. The men's Royal Rumble match. I mean, you name them, they're in here almost. From John Cena to CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins, that is on your shirt,
The
to
big dog, Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
Man, I mean, it is star studded. And I mean, these are just the people they've announced. Um,
I mean, Miz being there,
yeah,
Karrion
yeah.
Kross, and Braun Strowman, I'm sure. Jacob Fatu got to be in there.
Oh
Uh,
man.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
Solo. I don't know what's going on. If when he walked away, we may not see Solo for a while.
Man, I think he'll be at the Rumble.
He might. He might. I will. Okay, here's your chance and no chance. Is The Rock going to be in the Royal Rumble? Everybody's wondering what is he doing. He kind of leaving us all in mystery. He hasn't said he's not going to be in Mania. As far as we all know, he will be there, but in what capacity?
You know what? Yes, I believe he will. I do think there's something brewing between him and Roman. Uh, the Rock came back, and they kept throwing around this new title that The Rock has with the with the
He's a
Samoan
chief.
culture. Yeah, yeah, and I can't remember what the term was. I wish I could, but now Roman has the Ula Fala back, and I don't know, man. You just feel like they're building towards something. So yeah, I think The Rock is definitely going to be in the Rumble.
I agree. There's a huge chance.
Yep,
Huge chance. He could be number 30.
yep.
Easily number 30 and come out and just have everybody shook. Like, holy shit.
Mhm.
And it's easy work for him. You don't have to really wrestle a whole match. He just has to throw people over top rope.
Yeah,
And
and by the time he comes in at 30, Roman is still going to be in the match. It'll be down to like
oh
Cena,
yeah.
Roman, Punk, maybe Rollins, and yeah, The Rock. I mean, it's there's bound to be something happen between those two.
He's just kept his demeanor too, for the younger viewers, mid. Like he's just been too nonchalant. Like, no, you went from being final boss last year to now you're just kind of being cool, laid back. Oh yeah, I'll put this around your neck. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm good, I'm good. But we'll see. We'll see. I feel like I have to have two predictions for this because of that.
Man, you don't do that. You have two predictions. It's a prediction, singular
Prediction. Rob,
show.
okay,
Yeah,
Rob's
yeah.
hanging me, keep me
I
grounded.
mean, you
All
know
right.
what? Look, with 30 participants, go ahead. Go ahead and get a couple in.
Well, if Rock's in it, Rock's winning. That'd be the only reason why he'd be in there. But if he's not, I'm gonna go see him Punk.
Yeah, see, even if The Rock's in it, I don't think he is going to win it because he doesn't need to win it, and he's not going to challenge either Cody or.
Oh, he wants
Uh,
Cody.
I
He wants
think
that
what's going
belt.
to happen. I think The Rock will be in it, but Roman will eliminate him.
Oh, and that's how they kind of get the feud going.
I think that kind of lights the fuse. I'm with you. I think CM
You don't
Punk
see
wins.
him. You don't see him throwing Roman over, and that's how Roman. I mean, who? I mean, they're not just gonna let anybody throw Roman out. It's gotta be. If it ain't The Rock, it gotta be like Seth Rollins.
But they're not going to let anybody just throw The Rock out either.
Right. Yeah. This is true. So
Yeah.
I
So
don't know.
you could have Rollins throw out Roman. I mean, they have history, and Rollins has continually talked about his disdain for Roman. So I mean, I could see them building something with that down the road. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to pick that Punk wins. I almost maybe they're trying to swerve us. I almost feel like WWE kind of played their hand a little bit. Did you see the end of Raw?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe
Yeah,
they might be going that direction now with Punk and Cody because that was a good ass promo.
yeah.
Um, it's tough. This Triple H era, he's trying not to show his hand. He's doing a good job of that. But it's almost too much mystery. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't like predictability. We've had that a lot in the past with Vince and everything, but you can tip your hat a little bit. At
I
least
think that I
the
think that's
word.
exactly what they did on Raw.
You think so?
Having Cody and Punk come face to face like that. There's no other. I mean, obviously there's reason for it. Punk's in the Rumble. Cody's champion. I mean, pending the results on Saturday. But yeah, man, I definitely think they. Like I said, it could be a swerve. I mean, imagine
Now, do you think this will be the night that Punk uses his favor and What do you think that favor is?
I have to tell you, man, I have no idea what this favor is. I thought it would be something involving Roman, but Roman doesn't have a title right now. I, I don't think we're going to find out what the favor is probably till close to Mania or even maybe after Mania, depending on what happens with Reigns. If he walks away with some sort of title, I don't know, man. I mean, I like it. I like that they're kind of keeping me guessing, but I really have no idea what it is. Do you have any idea?
Yeah,
Okay, well, let's hear it.
yeah, I got an idea. All right. It's a certain other Paul Heyman guy that ain't been around in a while.
See, I was going to ask, this was going to be my chance or no chance. I think I
Mhm.
know who you're talking about. Do we see him in the Rumble?
I think if he's not in the Rumble, he's the favor. That's how I'll put it.
Okay, so we're talking about Brock Lesnar, correct? Just for those listening and who will be
Yeah,
listening.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
we get
We're talking about Brock Lesnar. So,
beast.
what favor could it possibly? Favor could Lesnar do involving Punk?
Guarantee he wins the Rumble. If he gets to a point where he's like cornered by all the people that can't stand him, so Drew, Rollins, and whoever else, he can look down at Paul. Oh, Roman, look down at Paul and go now, like now, and cue Brock, and Brock just throws everybody out.
See, now that would be
Because
interesting because that would be heel shit.
or you could even do it at Elimination Chamber. I mean, there's ways you could do it, but I mean, that's all Brock would do: come in and wreck shop and leave everybody laying for Punk to get a win. And yeah, it's heel shit. I mean, he's got to go heel eventually.
So okay,
He-
I mean, I guess I could see that Punk goes in as the heel, Cody as the face. Then
right, right. If you're gonna do him and Cody, I mean, Punk's got to be the heel.
well, I don't think you have to have a face or a heel in a match that big. People just are. It's just an amazing matchup that people would like to see. That I don't think people have ever seen. I don't know if they wrestled back in the day when Cody was with Randy. I don't think so, but I don't think. I think the match works either way. But some people like heel versus face. I just like two great wrestlers going at it.
No, I agree. I don't think it's a need. Like it has to be like something. One of y'all got to be a heel. But especially the way Cody cuts his promos, like he doesn't let anybody walk all over him, and that's kind of why he doesn't get booed.
Mhm.
Why people haven't really got tired of him being babyface. He doesn't really have a shtick other than so. What do you want to talk about? I
Oh
mean,
man, does anybody
uh,
pop for that? I mean, that's just not like
I don't mind it. I mean, he doesn't
Miami.
say it every time anymore,
No,
but
man, no, because it doesn't work. I mean, and he comes in and he's just kind of almost Miami. What do you want to talk about? Wow, just kind of nobody pops for that.
I don't know. I think
Not
they
that
do.
much.
I think he does it when they know that there's something to be talked about.
Yeah,
But yeah, I will. My main pick will be CM Punk, but I'm telling you right now, if The Rock is in there, he's winning. Period.
yeah. I don't think.
Ain't no way he gonna be in it and not win.
Yeah, so then that what leaves us with Rock versus Cody, which I
I,
guess you can see People's
yeah,
Champion versus that would work. Well, look, I could see that too because that's what's great about this. There's so many different ways they could go. I could see Rock versus Cody, and then I guess maybe that involves the favor with CM Punk and Reigns. I mean, I don't
you can
if
make a
Reigns
triple
doesn't have
threat.
any sort, but if Reigns doesn't have any sort of title, what's the point of it all? Or does CM Punk try to fight for the Ulafala? I don't know, but
Well,
hey,
Punk wins. He can also go for Gunther.
right. That'd be a good one. Okay,
Make
so
it main event night one. That's still a main event. You still main event at WrestleMania.
and I mean, hey, let's not forget Cena's still there. He's got to get a match with somebody.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not saying I don't. Cena's not going to win. I really don't feel like Cena's going to win, but you know
I
what?
will riot.
Well, I don't think. I look, man. I don't think you'd be the only one, but most people would pop for it. Believe it or not.
Oh,
Now, okay, chance or no chance. Goldberg. No.
no, I think he's one and done this year. I think it'll be Braun Breaker. That's the only thing. That's the only match that even makes any sense. I know they had the thing with Gunther, Bad Blood, and that was cool, but that match makes no sense for him to go for a title, and people will hate that if he's going for a championship. Uh,
He doesn't have to. I mean, whoever, just because you enter the Rumble doesn't mean you have to win it.
no, but I just think it just he I think they want him to be the baby face and get the normal reaction he usually gets and not be booed by people. So the best way for me to for him to do that is to go for a younger guy. Uh, Nobody's gonna hate him for going for the Intercontinental Championship. Uh, that's why I say Braun Breaker. He's Rick Steiner's son. It just makes sense. He's got the spear. He's what the he not as big as what Goldberg was, not nearly, but you know, the young lion versus the older lion. It's a good way for Goldberg to pass the torch, that final torch to a younger guy, and Braun that would just elevate him that much more. It just makes sense with the ties Goldberg has to Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers. It just makes sense.
Well, Breaker's going to be in the Rumble.
He is. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if they had that standoff to kind of test the crowd. Like, I wouldn't hate it. I just don't think he will be.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So, I think, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Usually
All
I
four
used to
matches
predict
got him
only
in.
having four
Wow.
matches, but they're gonna it's gonna take up a long time. Last thing, because I gotta drop somebody off at tutoring here. Um, what did you think of Saturday's main event? I thought it was all right and more like a glorified house show. Kind of we use that term around here sometimes. Uh, I did like the Jacob Fatu Braun Strowman. That was probably the best
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That was a highlight for me.
Mhm.
With Fatu getting over with the crowd. I mean, that was nice. I did think Jay and Gunther had a good match, but just nobody believed Jay was gonna win. That was probably the only issue with that.
Yeah.
But
Nobody believed that Nia was going to beat Rhea. I mean,
no,
I think it's a mistake doing these Saturday night main events so often. I
yeah,
think you're just kind of watering down the product. You've got PLEs every 3 weeks, and then you're throwing these in once a month, at least so far. And you're trying to have all of these high profile matches on all of these cards. And I just think you're just spreading it kind of thin. And that's why we're getting rematches and matches that are easily predictable because there's only so much they can do. So I'd like to see him move the Saturday night main events to maybe every other month instead of every month. I think that's a mistake.
yeah, I think so too. But can't tell them nothing. Overexposure. But like, I think it is good. You get some people on there, like you get Jey Uso in the main event. But I mean, like I said, I gotta believe that there's a chance that this person can win, to really get invested. I didn't know who was gonna win with that Jacob and Braun. Like that was probably why I had the most intrigue, because it's like, damn, who was gonna win this? I mean, Braun is Braun and Jacob is the newer guy. So, but I think they handled it the right way. Nobody won, you know.
So they're
Jacob,
going to run that back, maybe a last monster standing or something. Add a little
oh hell
stipulation.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Raise the
hell
stake a
yeah,
little bit. That'd be nice.
oh man,
Yeah.
love it, love that idea. Brisk Clown, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Brisk Clown? Thanks for joining.
Uh, but unfortunately, you missed our predictions. But hit us up in the Discord with your predictions. But we will be back next week. We'll be back with the old farting preacher, and we'll be back this Saturday night immediately after for the post show. So stick around for that, and then I'll be gaming sometime here later on tonight on Twitch as well. So we'll see you all then. I'll get the VOD of this on over on YouTube, but this is kind of how we're gonna be handling lives from now on over on Twitch, and then I'll put them over on YouTube. Told you it was coming, 2025. We making changes, trying to branch out here a little bit and get just extend ourselves, branch out, get more followers. So thank you all, appreciate you all. Rob, thanks for the time, and
Always, always. See you Saturday.
we will see you all on Saturday. after the Royal Rumble. Take care. Peace.
Wait.